Hawks deliver Stephen Curry-less Warriors a taste of three-point medicine. The Warriors lost a rough one to the Hawks due to Atlanta's three-point shooting. The Golden State Warriors' six-game road trip is off to a rough start. The Dubs were outgunned by the Atlanta Hawks 124-115. It was the Warriors' first game without Stephen Curry due to a pelvic contusion suffered earlier this week, but the lack of their leading scorer was far from the reason why they lost. While the Warriors certainly missed Curry's firepower, the defense was inexplicably lackluster. Right from the get-go, the Hawks punched the Dubs in the mouth, scoring 20 points in the first 5 minutes of the game. Atlanta built a 17-point lead by the end of the first quarter, and the Warriors could do little to stop the Hawks from shredding them every which way. In his post-game press conference, Draymond Green admonished the Dubs' defensive effort when asked about the Hawks scoring 40 points in the first quarter. "We just didn't come out ready to play and came out like we were just going to win the game. We got diced up defensively in the first quarter, and from that point on, you are fighting an uphill battle," Green said. "It's a bad loss. It's a terrible loss. When you have a chance to compete for something, 11 games left with everything to play for, you shouldn't have a loss like this." The Warriors couldn't stop anyone on the Hawks. Trae Young was in complete control throughout the game. The Hawks' lone all-star got whatever and wherever he wanted on his way to a 25-point, 10-assist, double-double. Center Onyeka Okongwu dominated the Dubs in the paint for 22 points and 12 rebounds. George's the Minivan Niang buried 6 triples in the second half. There were 2 opportunities in this game where the Dubs had a chance to mount a comeback. In the third quarter, the Warriors got the lead down to 7 after a series of makes from beyond the arc. But it was a short-lived comeback. The Hawks answered with an 8-0 run sparked by 4 straight Warrior possessions with a miss or a turnover. Then in the fourth, the Dubs mustered up another run late to cut the deficit down to 8 points. But it was another fool's gold comeback attempt as the Dubs failed to secure crucial defensive stops when they needed them most. Hawks forward Karis LeVert iced up the Warriors with big momentum-stopping baskets, sealing the game. Still, Jimmy Butler and Brandon Podziemski were the only silver linings in an all-around ugly loss. Butler finished with 25 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists, with a team-high +11 in plus/minus. Podziemski continued his scoring surge since returning from injury, collecting 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. The race for 6 remains complicated. The Warriors' loss to the Hawks puts them only half a game ahead of the Los Angeles Clippers and Minnesota Timberwolves in the race for the coveted 6th seed. It's a tricky situation between these 3 teams because of their head-to-head matchups. The Clippers own the head-to-head tiebreaker over the Dubs, while the Warriors own the head-to-head tiebreaker over the Timberwolves. And to complete the cycle, the Timberwolves own the head-to-head tiebreaker over the Clippers. In a scenario where all 3 teams end up with the same record, the tiebreaker would then go to the team with the best in-conference record. In that regard, the T-Wolves are 29-19 versus the West. The Dubs and the Clippers trail them with only 22 wins versus the West. The Warriors still have a chance to make up ground in that category. They have 10 Western Conference games remaining, so it's far from hopeless. However, this loss to the Hawks eroded their already thin margin of error. In the same post-game press conference, Green expressed that the Warriors need to win the games they are supposed to win in this stretch of the season. "There's too much on the line. We got to win the games we are supposed to win," Green said solemnly. "Obviously, Steph is out. Tonight is still a game we should win. It's a tough one." The Warriors hold their destiny in their hand. With 11 critically important games left in the season, it starts with winning the easy games.